But before we continue on, because he doesn't have too much time here. What's
All
going
right,
on,
sorry.
sweetie boy Jim? What's going on, buddy?
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Jim.
how you doing there, Andy? I
I'm
heard you having a little powwow over here. I didn't have my essays ready. I didn't know
yeah.
that this was happening. I don't have my essays ready. I feel unprepared.
You didn't write your essay. I thought you were writing your essay yesterday, though. In case.
Well, 5,000 fucking words, a couple of pages, MLA formatting. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to share feelings on the internet.
Well, okay, yo, have you even spoke to Dean yet at all throughout any of
No,
this?
no. I
So,
heard Dean do like 3 streams where he brought me up, wanted to come on the Kumite, and then Karen, I guess, girl writes what, freaked the fuck out because she didn't want me and Dean speaking because I guess Dean is going to expose the Badgers and lead to their destruction or some weird shit. So she was very against the notion of us talking, even though it was
Oh.
not related to her at all or them at all for some reason. So yeah, I just kind of tuned in. I thought you were doing like a Dankula show. I didn't know this was a Badger
Well,
show.
well, we spoke about like Dankula for a bit, but then all the Badgers hopped in, so we were talking about that. And I didn't even know until I messaged you yesterday. I DM'd you yesterday because I was watching your video, and I'm like, wait, why is I'm apparently involved in the
Oh
plan?
no, you're scum. You and JF are scum, by the way. I don't know if you knew that or not, but you're partially
Are you
responsible
saying
for.
that Karen Strahan considers me scum?
Yeah.
Well, you could infer that from her comments. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I'd recommend going
Okay.
watching V Monroe's stream with her. She had quite a few things to
Because I
say
want to
about you,
say
JF.
this, even as I entered this show today, I don't know these guys, but what I know is that I've had super high respect for Karen Strahan. I consider that she's one of the best MRA in the history of human civilization, and I'm shocked that you would be telling me that she may suggest that she doesn't like me. Personally, I have the highest respect for this woman.
Well,
And
you're
apparently,
in for some disappointment, JF.
yeah, and apparently we're working behind the scenes to destroy them. So I
I
don't
would
know.
no, I want to
Let's
say,
hear what happened.
because there's context missing here. There's Queen of Bands, okay, who I've assigned to be our organizer here at Warski Live.
And she's
She
great. Yeah.
does a great job of interacting with people, making investigation, and she makes these shows very cool because she finds the right people to be discussing these issues. I think that a lot of our investigative work has been misinterpreted as me and Andy wanting to know stuff about the honey badgers. I would say personally, everything I've heard and the blogs I've read against the honey badger, I am convinced that there is no case that the honey badgers are committing any acts that is unethical. They are being criticized by a part of the community. I hear Dean's argument. I don't see anything unethical in what the honey badgers did. And personally, even if Queen of Bends has taken the initiative of making her research on this, personally, what I concluded when I reviewed the entire set of data is that there is no evidence of unethical behavior in the honey badgers, and I keep my respect for Karen despite everything I've read.
I will agree with you. I don't know.
Let's get. Yeah, I want to hear
that
from
was some good ass kissing,
Hey,
man.
Jim,
That was
Jim.
really good ass kissing.
I'm very curious from the stuff that I saw on Metokur. You're doing like what, a 3 or 4 part series or something on this shit. You must know more. Like, why did you just laugh there after you heard JF say his point there?
Oh, no, it's just funny listening to people come to the defense of somebody that shit talks them. So I think it's amusing because I'm sure like in a day or two when he finally listens to that V stream and reads some of those tweets about how you two aren't going to be untouchable in a day or two, or how I should do a video on JF because if I'm offended by people molesting children, I should want to do one on him. I think
I
it'll be.
didn't know that. Well,
I
fuck
think it'll
her.
be. I think it'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because this is serious. If she insinuates that the false allegations against me
That's
in
what I'm
court,
saying, JF. You were bashing as a joke Count Dankula for making fun of you. She is going through the fucking things of saying like the actions of saying that you are a child molester.
let me explain to you something, Karen. Everything you fought for in your life is exactly the shit I'm stuck in with these court events. So if you stand with my abusers who have lied against me for years in court and who are now using this false information to smear me in the media, you are not even an MRA. It's not that you're not a good MRA. You don't understand men's right if you believe X's on their statements. And I deny everything that I've just said. If you
let
give any
me
credit
quote
these
to you.
stories, fuck you, Karen.
Let me quote you verbatim here. You can go listen to the stream because that was more interesting than the tweets. But what, Jim isn't JF's boss? He thinks abuse of mentally incompetent people is okay, but only when JF does it.
This
And
is
she's
everything
retweeting.
that
She's
Karen has
retweeting
been fighting
Feud.
against for more than 5 years. This is all the reasons that people like this girl, is that she was standing against the abuse of men in court. And now she believes the abusers of men in court. This is ridiculous. Was she drunk? Is she confused? I don't know, but fuck her.
She is getting okay, the honey badgers themselves. I've been getting a lot of heat lately, right? They've been getting bashed. And like a lot of people out there who have been getting shit on, who are the easiest people to go after right now? Internet blood sports people.
Oh, wait, Andy, let's get the anger a little ramped up. Here's another one, JF, just for you. Sorry, what? Are you saying that autistic people who are mentally incompetent should be allowed to be exploited by assholes who want a baby and a biddle wife so he can give his green card? And where's Jim here? The guy who makes videos about abusive pediatric dentists.
Karen, you are a fraud. You've stood for 5 years making revenue out of convincing men that you would be defending them. And now the first time you have an opportunity to actually do it, you turn 180. Fuck you, Karen.
Hey, Jean-Francois,
Well,
I want to shout this. I know and I don't run any of them, but I can refer you to multiple online groups to help you find either emotional support for that or possibly some legal strategy advice. Just let me know after the show. I actually do this shit. Okay, there you go.
Well, I want to say,
Jim, man,
this
those
is
are rough.
What's that?
Those are rough, man. I didn't know she said that.
That's the kind shit. Go listen to the V Monroe stream.
That's
you guys
the kind
know
shit.
that you're so out of the loop on what these people talk about when you're not around.
Oh,
well, I would like to say something real quick. One of my biggest complaints about the honey badgers is that they're not taking this opportunity. Yeah, a lot of people are saying bad things about them, but you know, there are two ways to respond to this. Either go on the attack to try to defend yourself, or take a step back and say, hey, maybe these people have something legitimate to say.
Or
and unfortunately, doing the latter, former, saying, oh, well, we're just going to attack everyone, all they're going to do is destroy everything that they've worked up for to this point. And they're going to destroy themselves in the process.
And they won't address their little critics. They only want to go after people they perceive as possibly being able to bring them more clickbait. They otherwise are above any of their other critics.
So do you think that they're saying this shit about JF right now? Because right now, Internet Blood Sports is doing very well. Therefore, any controversy surrounding us is probably the thing you should be talking about to get more clicks.
I don't think so.
In fact, that whole thing on autism, give me a break. I mean, really. I mean, I may think somebody like some people may overuse the autistic thing because I got autistic people in my family. But what I tell my kid and what I tell, like, I got a volunteer on my team, Buckley, who's autistic. I say, if they tease you for being autistic, give them shine back, because you could do that. I even give them tips on how to do it, because you got to get over it, right? Just like calling somebody a retard. Well, I do have retarded friends. I don't call them that, not to their face, because I'm not an asshole. But I understand people use the word retard colloquially. It was a flagrant attempt to start a fight over there's 50 more important issues than somebody like Metokur is saying autistic too often and too carelessly. What the? I'm gonna mute out because all these bitches make me sick.
Well, I'm going to disagree with Dean on this. I don't think that they're specifically trying to get clickbait. I'm sure they don't mind when they get the attention, but I think that they actually feel insulted and they're misunderstanding many different things at once and are just going with it. They're reacting emotionally. They're just reacting to whatever comes their way, and that this is just what we're seeing, and that they're not purposely trying to get the most views or get the most donations in this instance of anyone criticizing them.
Isn't the point of being an MRA is that when someone is falsely accused in court, you read the court documents, which we have live, I think probably like fucking 5 times. I'm sure JF is fucking sick of us reading court documents that aren't interesting, and they keep using the fucking lawyers' fucking attack on JF as the doctor's shit. And then when you read the doctor's shit, it's completely it's like saying that high functioning, finished school, drove cross country. All she had was social. We've read it over and over. Isn't the point of being an MRA is defending men in court for shit?
Yes.
Yes,
and I'll
exactly.
tell you,
Is,
Then
and
what the fuck is she
bitches
doing?
are experts at false allegations. I did a lot of work on false allegations, including helping get out dads and guys who were in jail on false allegations. I literally did that shit as an MRA. And Karen is well enough versed in how to use family courts this way. We've talked about it so often about how especially women, but I mean guys can do it too, but especially women these days can get away with accusing you of anything, and there'll be a threat narrative against you, and now you're a bad guy. And an MRA is spreading that on you without knowing, without even a conviction.
Let me respond to that.
Yeah, I want to
Let
ask
me respond to
Jim,
that real quick.
real fast. I want to know because Jim, you and Dean had problems for like a month. So like,
I think we shit talk each other off and on for like 2 years. It's a guy thing.
all right,
It's what
2
guys
years.
do.
So now that this is like you guys are in the same room, is there anything you want to say?
Oh no, really. I just came on to watch the Honey Badger shit show. I mean, I had a few minutes. Like I said, I was in the middle of stuff. But
I will say, Jim, what I said.
Let me just throw this out because I got to jump.
All right,
go watch the V Monroe stream with Karen. She has quite a few things to say about you and JF. You're a money whore, Andy. What have you done for men's rights? And JF is pathetic for fucking retards.
I'm not a men's rights activist.
Yeah.
So let me just throw that Molotov and take my leave. Have a good day, guys.
What?
Okay.
What?